make sure that this team does stay together?
Yeah, I'm sure Coach already talked about it in his post game, so I haven't seen what he said, but what he talked about, in the locker room after the game, those guys need to take heart. Listen, we still got, whatever it is, 5 games left in this season coming off to the bye. So stick together, right? Regroup, and let's go.
Right after the penalties were such a problem at Georgia last week, shows up again tonight. How do you all address that? Is it something about not responding? Is it a discipline thing? How does that fix that issue?
Yeah, it's something we got to get fixed, and can't let emotions get the best of us. That one. We had stopped a 2-point play. Like, we kept points off the board, and it's a silly penalty, and it stemmed from a previous play, and guys get their emotions hot. And, they've got to understand that sometimes turning the other cheek isn't a sign of weakness. You're not getting punked, and if they don't call it on the I get it. Sometimes it's frustrating, and I gotta keep it to myself. I know our guys create knockback. I know our guys can rush the passer, and I think they get a little frustrated by the lack of maybe things going their way. But they gotta, at the end of the day, they gotta control it.
I'm sure Drew probably feels that way as well. How do you? What's your message to him when they were kind of going after him a little bit there? How do you keep his head up?
He's our guy. Him and Max are our corners, and I've got to do some stuff to try to lighten the load and protect them in certain circumstances. And I've got full trust, and he'll respond because that's the kind of competitor he is. And is it hard? Heck yeah, it's hard. It's hard playing out there on the island, and, especially out to the field. It gets harder to protect that guy out there. The field space at times is sort of the protector, where the ball's into the boundary. They come out quicker, but we've got to continue to do ways to just sort of alleviate some of that stress out there.
Bro, the end of the first half has been an issue the last couple of weeks. Is there a trend that's kind of led to those 2-minute girls?
No, I mean, we just have to do we got to do a better job. They sort of nickel and dimed us a little bit on the one. I've got to go back to the tape. It felt like he was tackled in bounds on the one where they stopped the clock on the sideline. I don't know. I have to see the tape. It just that's a huge play right there, right? They end up scoring with 15 seconds. If that's not a dead ball, there may not be any time. But then we got to execute better. Like, that's a call that they should be able to execute, on the touchdown. And we've got to play with better leverage, and make a play on the ball there.
How did not having Wallace affect things tonight?
Hey, listen, players are going to be injured sometimes, and so I thought David stepped up and played admirable. You always got to go back to the tape. I thought DJ did a great job in there, and sliding over to Will. So just got to make plays.